regular crow I would have copped the poop so fast.
Oh no.
We see Sasuke take over half of Naruto's face. What the?
What the hell?
Why am I
Holy shit.
that demonic curse form bulging out the side of Naruto's
No, okay,
head?
that's some actual fucking horror movie shit.
Sasuke begins to move Naruto's right
Oh my god, what is happening? Why is my game lagging so bad again? Dude, stop.
As Naruto struggles to loosen Sasuke's grip, we see this man's belly start to swell up like he's pregnant. But he's got the beer gutter in full display.
Oh god, my phone's screaming at me now.
Busts out the zip, and that is when we see Sakura's big useless head emerge from the distance. You talking about some why did you bring back Sasuke today? First of all, she's right here. Say hi to the
Oh god, I'm blind. What's happening?
What are you doing?
Okay, good.
I'm sure Naruto has fantasized about having your head in that general vicinity, but not like this. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Kishimoto needs to be drug tested. Looks like. Kakashi then pops out his shoulder talking some junk as well, but at this point I can't be more in shock than I already am. I'm already expecting the unexpected. Like, what the f*** is Orochimaru about to slither out this man's butt cheeks now? I don't know. Signs pop up on his hand, and now they're all harassing him, making him feel like garbage. They even got my boy crying a little bit, but Naruto's still trying to stay strong, talking about some, it's just a genjutsu. But at this point, this is beyond that. Nigga, this is a ritual. This is a demonic thing. I don't know what it is, but it's gotta have its own name. Naruto's all out of strength.
Okay, we need to grind for that fortune scroll. I need my stuff.
He's about to black out. Lady Chiyo and Sakura break him out of the genjutsu's hold. Yes, sir. You see, look, right on cue. That's what I'm talking about. Look at Sakura being useful. Wait, hold on. Sakura being useful? Naruto, no, you're still in a genjutsu. Wake up! So we asked him where the other shadow clones went, and that is when they tell him that there were never any shadow clones to begin with. They just seen that man throwing kunais and rasengans at nothing. This nigga was in a genjutsu while in a genjutsu.
He was in a genjutsu while in a genjutsu, no. Yeah, okay, that's absolutely horrifying that Itachi was able to pull that shit out of his ass. What in the hell?
So Sakura lightly slaps him to snap him out. Now I'm sorry, but after the junk I just seen, I would have had to hit her with the meanest stick on. Stay away, genjutsu or not, I don't trust you. Kakashi's ready to end this fight, so he dashes in to get the first hit, but Itachi counters by hitting him with his Phoenix Flower Jutsu, which spat out a whole bunch of fireballs in his direction. But Kakashi 2 steps around them all. Itachi then fires off a huge fireball jutsu, but they all manage to jump out the way in time. Kakashi then busts out his infamous Chidori special and charges straight at Itachi, but he dodges. Before Itachi could even counter,
I am gonna make another set of armor.
The debris from the attack clouds the area so no one knows if Naruto...
Yep, I knew it. It fucking made 8, of course. It always does. I swear to God, it's always one away from perfection, dude.
For yourself with your old ass. As a matter of fact, you should have went first. You look a good couple years past your expiration date. So if you die, it's not that serious. You've lived a good life.
Trading with the fucking priest is gonna be my best bet, unfortunately.
You gotta take that one up with God. The debris slowly clears and we eventually see Itachi standing there untouched. Now at first I assumed they didn't touch him at all, but then we see Naruto on all fours hiding in the forest, panting like a dog, which means you got that move off. It turns out he did in fact hit him, but it was a shadow clone yet again. At this point, y'all, just give up. You cannot touch this man. Right as everyone begins to lose hope, a bunch of mist begins to appear and Kakashi emerges from the forest, and now they're standing face to face. Kakashi decides to attack first by throwing 3 kunais at him, but Itachi leaves all 3 while simultaneously leaving the hand size to perform a fireball jutsu. He sends the fireball at Kakashi, which then also causes a huge explosion dispersing the mist. Eventually the debris clears, but Kakashi is nowhere to be found. Before Itachi could even deduce where he's at, Kakashi pops up out the ground ready to hit Itachi with a delicious knuckle sandwich. But I'm sorry to tell you that this is not edgy, and that jump did not work. Itachi dodges the punch, grabs Kakashi's arm, then throws a swift right hook, but Kakashi barely leaves it. Itachi then grabs the back of Kakashi's neck and pulls him in close, and now they're just standing there face to face, eye to eye, Sharingan to Sharingan. They stand there for
Okay, cool, we win. Hey, you know, you gotta get that extra armor, you gotta get it. It always helps to have another setting in case you accidentally throw your shit into lava for whatever godforsaken reason.
Itachi's about to put him
It's a good thing I made a whole stack of tan leather. Dear God, that was worth it. Oh my days. I'm so happy I did that. That was actually a fucking A+ move. I don't care what anyone says. That was actually very good. 2 emeralds for Proj Prot 3. That's not terrible. That's okay. That's an okay enchantment. It's not terrible. So he wants purple candles. 6 of them. That's easy. Thank God. Thank you, my dude. I can easily get you that. 6 purple candles. Purple.
That Rasengan was so violent it creates a giant explosion, taking out Itachi for good. Now, normally I would be jumping for joy, but my celebration was quickly put on pause after seeing Naruto's facial expression. Does that look like the face of someone who just clapped their opponent? Absolutely not. Something is awry. All 4 of them are now standing over what I originally presumed to be Itachi. But once we get a good look at the body, we see a random nigga with a side bang and a goatee knocked out in an Akatsuki robe. Who the fuck is this nigga? I've been looking over Akatsuki pictures. Never seen this man. They asked Lady Chio if she knows this man because of course
oops. Me. I can't use the lever because I'm too hungry. Cool, I win. I might have made a little... Oh my God, what's happening? Please stop. I might have made a little bit too much dye, but I really don't care. I mean, he's gonna ask for it at some point anyway, so there's no point in crying about it. Oh yeah, I need a helmet with 4. Helmet with 4, helmet with 4. Aqua Affinity is actually a really good enchantment, honestly. If I wanted to put that on my soul armor, I actually might consider it, honestly, because 60 levels is not that bad. I can get to that level pretty easily. It doesn't take that long. I mean, like, Jesus, dude. I better be getting some heat fucking trades, bro. Otherwise, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, 21 and 3. That's pretty good. I can live with that. That's a good trade. That's actually a good trade. I can live with that. Watch the kunai hit the ground. And y'all can't tell me you didn't see that paper bomb attached to it. If one of y'all don't come that to the other side of the bridge, worst security guards ever. I'd never hire y'all. All type of rocket launchers and rifles gonna get let into function. Okay, I'm gonna put these bits of armor back. Oh, I already had a chest plate. Okay, well, I could have fucking restored my chest plate, but whatever. We won't talk about this. To work with what he got. He immediately decides to unseal his right arm, then tells the bums to keep Obito occupied. And to keep I wish that they would trade flesh blocks, but I'm not gonna cry about it. It's not that big of a deal. This was a wild request. At the time of this fight, they thought this nigga was Madara. So to throw them in a fight with one of the most feared shinobis of all time with no knowledge of his abilities is insane. The nigga really said, keep your guard up. Keep my guard up for what? What am I supposed to be looking out for? With the grain of knowledge Danzo just gave them, the 2 of them quickly form a plan and decide to attack it together. So in unison, that should be good. If I have to make fucking canvases, I'm actually gonna cry a little because I don't have the hemp to do that. I mean, I have him, but I don't have it in its proper form, so, you know. Thankfully, hemp is not that bad of a... Oh my God, I shouldn't have said anything. I feel like a complete fucking idiot now that I actually said something. This is just gonna be a trading episode. That's like all I'm gonna be doing. I'll go mining later tonight for like 3 hours. Call it a day. Please have mercy on me. You know, I hate to do this, but I don't have any other use for this. Really can pass through solid objects. But even if you can't see him, can you sense his chakra? I can't. It's completely gone. Nigga, if y'all don't cut the nonchalant act, this is how it should have went down. Oh, where did he go? I don't know. No, we gotta go. I don't know. These ninjas aren't concerned enough for me. It's low-key even disrespect. I just faced in the ground and not even a gas. Just for that, Obito should have popped up mid-conversation and shattered... Obito, just killed him already, please. I didn't really like Fu and Toro, whatever the fuck his name was. Okay, actually, Aburame guy was pretty cool.
ground, then cocks back up. Before the punch could connect, Tornado launches a kunai at his forehead. So to avoid the pass right through. Now although these two are bumped, I think this is a part of a more calculated thought out plan of attack. Considering the best speech with a base to a kunai, I would say it's worth the time on that disappointment got that man looking just like the nigga from 9. Man, close your lips before somebody sticks something in between. After phasing through the kunai, Obito finishes off his attack by clocking the brain cells out of food. But the punch must have not have been that heavy because that man got it with the quickness, then jumped right back to Tournament. Now with their newfound information, they're able to deduce that Obito can phase through stuff when he needs to. But if he wants to connect on an attack, then he has to manifest. So they decide to only aim for his counterattacks.
Did that really use up all of my shit?
It loses majority of its weight when you say the whole plan right in front of you.
Well, that's not good. I'm gonna need to grind more hemp soon. I need to make a bigger hemp farm, but I'm gonna need a lot of fucking shit to be able to do that. He is literally playing in your face. Every squad's gotta start communicating with him. Yeah, gonna be honest, they kind of just walked into Obito killing them, so I mean, rip, I guess. Rest in fucking pepperoni, dude. I don't know. Fucking losers, dude. Dude, they could have at least maybe tried a little bit harder, but whatever, I guess. Boots. I'll go get the boots. It's fine. Hey, I'm still net positive. That's only 3 emeralds. That's not bad. A full set of prod armor. Okay, fair enough. I don't know if it's going to be better than this, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be better than that. Protection scrolls are already pretty damn hard to get as it stands.
Boy, is this nigga serious? Yeah, y'all gotta be slow. You just finished saying out loud that you have to attack when encounters, and you're really
I'm just going to leave this here, because I want to feed them later. I will say that the priest is absolutely the easiest one to trade with. He's not that difficult. He's very, very easy. The armor trades kind of suck, but it is what it is. You know, there's not much I can do about it. Oh, I am still net positive, though, so that's okay. God fucking damn it, dude. Really? Is he's scamming me, dude. He's trying to keep me from getting my fucking... He's trying to keep me from getting the looting scroll, bro. Like, how am I supposed to fucking do this? This is just dumb. This is just stalling.
So for his final move, he starts to unzip his sweater and take off his clothes. But before he could get the booty meat out, Obito pulls up behind him, hits him with the go ahead and log out for the teacher shoulder tap.
Okay, well, I'm gonna at least abuse him and make him give me back my armor. If he's gonna scam me, then I'm gonna scam him. The devs should have probably patched this. I don't know why they didn't. It fucking doesn't make any sense. There, now I scammed you, bud. Sorry. Try again next time.
We then cut to the Jawbreaker's freak-a-leak self-healing Sasuke, and she's over there fighting for her life, but not in the way we're thinking. She's talking about something.
Here I am, all alone in the dark with Sasuke, taking care of him while resisting every urgent thought.
What the fuck, Kadeen? Shut up. Kadeen needs to watch her mouth, bro. There are kids watching this show. I mean, to be fair, I watched pretty much as much Adult Swim as I could have when I was in middle school, so I guess I'm not really one to talk.
And of course, this led us to the main event of the day. Sasuke versus Dante. Now, I would include that in this video, but that's what I argued.
Okay, I need 21 hemp. Why is he asking for a hemp, dude?
So go watch it.
I think he knows that I don't have a lot of hemp, and he's trying to drain out my hemp so that way I can't trade with him. I'm not gonna fucking be dealing with you little shits anyways. I'm just gonna go mining in that other mountain biome that I found. So it doesn't really matter if you little bastards don't want to trade with me. It doesn't really matter in the end. I'm still gonna get the Emerald Beacon whether you like it or not.
Successful attack landing on themselves. And finally, although his combo is definitely a broken jutsu, I must admit that Obito showed us yet again why he's one of the greatest Sharingan users of all time. I don't really want to know. I don't really want to know. I don't really want to go.
Hey, me too, brother. I don't want to fucking go to work today either. I've got stuff I want to do in this. To be fair, I guess I can overlook it a little bit, I suppose.
Okay, so boom, the fight starts off with the third right.
I just want a damn scroll, bro. Why does fortune have to be so goddamn expensive? Like, why?
He says in the most frustrated, annoyed voice.
You know what? I'm just taking both. I don't care if he doesn't give me another one. It's fine.
Arms crossed and not a single smile on that face. You know your opponent is something.
Hey, the third Raikage is by far the coolest out of all the Raikage. Like, bro, he had a spear that could literally insta-kill anyone.
Yeah, but he not slick. He just wanna go home. He wants zero.
He just wants to go home. A lime candle, that's interesting. How many? 7 limes and some boots.
Kunai's wondering why I'm still standing. When has Kunai's ever worked? Use your common sense. What you need to do is use wind style. Tamari hears the words wind style and her ears perk up. She immediately whips out that big ass fan. Now listen, I'm a fan of Tamari, no pun intended. I see how she mixed up Tenzin with that fan in the tuning exams. But this is not Tenzin. This is a 6'8" prime Mike Tyson with a blonde wiggy stone. That's not going to work. But nonetheless, her and the other two sand ninjas wave their big ass fans, sending a violent gust of wind straight at Mike Tyson.
So this is how you do lime dye. It's not that hard.
Lets the wind in. Falls back a little, so they rush to try and
I will have extra dye though, so that's pretty cool, I suppose.
get thrown to the ground. As the smoke clears, we see the third Raikage standing there unfazed.
This is the faster way of dealing with this shit. That way you don't have to fucking cook it up or whatever.
In fact, not work. All of a sudden, this S-tier Glazer comes out of nowhere to give them the rundown on the third Raikage. He talking about some, my glorious, handsome Raikage was not only blessed with speed and power, but also a fat monster.
Yeah, he's also fucking jacked as shit, but nobody talks about that. Well, okay, except for all the fucking porn that's been drawn of the third Raikage. And also specifically of A, modern A, that is.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but
Oh, I needed boots, fuck. Oops.
when I hear that my opponent was holding his own in a 10,000 V1, I'm gonna let everyone know right then and there. I cannot help y'all. You got the wrong Shinobi. You're wasting a roster spot. Like, y'all gotta find another plan. Cause I could never be one of the we gotta try anyway type.
Why did they just fucking charge in? Are they fucking stupid?
Character build. Look at his hairline. That's a hairline of age and wisdom. He's been through some stuff. I'm not playing with him, but Tamari cut from a different cloth, I guess. So she steps up.
Yeah, she's cut from a different cloth.
Sacrifice her life.
Of fucking stupidity.
In that Kurama Choco mode to save the day. I know y'all see the drip, he looking like a fluorescent light bulb. This man got everybody shook, but he didn't even come to just stun for real. He was really ready for action because he immediately jumped in the air.
Okay, I did not mean to do that. Oh, sorry, bud. Just ignore that. I swear to God I didn't mean to hit you. Maybe he'll give me better deals now that I hit him.
Naruto's like, yeah, I know. This man is on the Raikage's meat heavy. Like, we get it, he nice, but can you let the man cook? Damn! Naruto already knows that the Raikages are fast as hell, so he used his Kurama arm to send his Rasen Shuriken flying from behind.
Green candles. 6 green candles. And actually, wait a sec. No, Enderman, you have to die. I'm sorry. It is what it is. There's not much I can do about it, you know. You're in my way, and I just don't want to deal with you. Oh, what's the matter? Come on. You gotta be better than that. Zap. What are you doing? Why did you just teleport? You didn't even do anything. He is not letting me kill him. He is not having it. Thank you, my good man. I'll be taking those pearls. Okay, so I need green candles. Oh yeah, I also need a stack of mushrooms. I bet he's gonna ask for that. And rips that toilet paper off of him. This man didn't even take 2 nanoseconds to recover. He basically just ate that Rasen Shuriken like it was nothing. Everyone is stunned by the Raikage's strength, but you know Mr. Shaboing Boing gotta take it one step further. He talking about some my Lord Third. You're so strong that frankly it's frightening. Brother, if you don't take his meat out your mouth, now the Raikage's back on his feet. Okay, cool. Now we just have to wait. Oh boy, my favorite game, the waiting game. This is it sucks. It is what it is, you know. Whatever. I'm not at a level 30, so I'm gonna have to get to level 30 before I get fortune again, but I don't really give a shit about that. My second pickaxe, that one specifically, is gonna be fortune. I have another silk touch scroll, right? Oh, thank God. Not that I couldn't just go back there with that and just kill a bunch of Endermen, but like, I don't want to, well, actually I'm gonna have to do that, never mind, I don't have a choice.
Start putting rubber on the wall. First off, call me petty, but the way he grabbed Naruto by his neck got me feeling some type of way. He grabbed him like my mom did when I used to start touching stuff in the store. That is high disrespectful. The Raikage begins to slice through the wall with his lightning-infused fingers, but luckily, the added layer of rubber gives them extra time. Blazer tells all the shinobi to run, but these NPC-ass shinobi...
Oh no. Are they fucking stupid? They're just sitting there like, oh yeah, we can take out the Raikage. And then they all die instantly. And then they all died. The end. Bunch of fucking idiots, dude.
They're gonna do some damage by charging at him with some swords? Yeah, I got nothing to say.
Yeah, they're just dead.
I don't even want to be nitpicky, but this is strike 2, because you're not about to keep dragging me around like I'm a baby. Naruto got patience, because if that was me, I would have let him know, look.
64 cactus. Finally a decent trade. I'm kidding, that's actually a terrible trade, but I have the cactus, so I'm all good. I do need diamond boots, though.
Just watching the Raikage terrorize the other ninjas with him, Blazer starts giving Naruto some more backstory, informing him on how he's the only shinobi to ever face off with a tail beast unarmored and unarmed. For a second, Naruto
yeah.
to accept the fact that he's untouchable, but upon further inspection, Naruto spots a scar on his chest. Naruto then proceeds to ask Blazer where it's from, and he tells him it's from fighting the Eight-Tails.
What do I have? Prot 3? Wow, it just went down a level. Oh boy. Another one. 41 cactus. I'll take it. That's not a bad trade. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. And I have another set of cactus, so if I get cock blocked again, it at least won't be like total death.
Over you in the middle of a battlefield, like you're at war, locked in. But you know what? I can't blame you, because once they feel that aura, it's not even in their control. Come to think of it, Naruto just like me. I used to have the girls going crazy when I stepped on the field.
Personally, I think Naruto should have ended up with Shion, you know, that girl from the first movie. I feel like if he had actually ended up with her, dude, the story would have been so much better. Like, I mean, come the fuck on. I think in that universe that they were in, like that alternate one with the movie, since it's separate from the main canonity or canonity, I don't know. He should have ended up with Shion. It would have been a much better ending to the story.
The Raikage thinks Naruto's still in the ball, so he chases after it. This gives Naruto some time to talk to B. He manages to get in contact with B in the middle of his key break and demands to speak with the Eight-Tails. But B over there being stubborn, talking about some believing oneself take concentration. So right now, let me focus on my urine. Oh, this not the time for your whack-ass bars. Put the damn Eight-Tails on the line. Naruto finally gets to talk with the Eight-Tails about how he...
God damn it.
That scar, but unfortunately...
Okay, let me go get that helmet for him real quick.
The cameraman then cuts to the Raikage finally catching up to the ball. He cuts it in half.
This is why I have this extra set of armor. I'm just gonna mine for the damn emeralds, dude. There's no point in doing this. It's just gonna drive me fucking nuts if I try to do this by hand, dude. Fuck that.
That's a regular unseasoned Rasengan. You're not gonna add no type of paprika or garlic powder on it, but per usual.
I don't have a lot of soul urns anymore neither. I mean, I do have that wood, and I can just make urns pretty easily, so it's not too bad. It's passable, it's passable. I mean, I don't want to have to, but I will if I have to.
He attacks and puts the Rasengan right in his own, causing him to stab himself in the chest. The wound was so lethal that the Raikage begins to flake away like some dandruff on an ashy scalp. Then finally, the ceiling core wraps him up with the toilet paper and seals him away.
Why does he want soul urns?
Naruto gave us the explanation. I was completely lost as to how he cooked it with that move. I tried to put it together myself.
Light blue candles and 3 creeper skulls. Good, he only wants 4. Thank God. I can do that. That's pretty good. Light blue is a very easy one to mess with. You don't have to do any cooking. 4 light blue. Oh my God, look at that.
I see why Mr. Shaboy didn't even know that. The third Raikage was taking that to his grave. Literally. I gotta give Naruto props for this high IQ play. You know you nice when even the leader of the third Raikage's bankrupt couldn't figure it out. Overall, very underrated fight. I low-key wish the Raikage got some more screen time, but it is what it is. Naruto obviously a GOAT doing GOAT things per usual. Them boys stay underestimated Naruto, but he always proves why he's not a force to be messed with.
Nah, Naruto's a real one. Sasuke's a little emo bitch. Sakura is just useless. Kakashi, pretty damn cool, pretty damn cool. Shikamaru is the GOAT. And everybody else is just kind of background noise. Except for Neji. Neji's pretty funny too. Please don't blue balls me.
Okay, so boom! The scene kicks off with Naruto, Yamato, and Killer Bee congratulating Naruto on mastering the ability to control the Nine-Tails chopper. Naruto and Killer
54 and 2. I can do that. Oh wait, no, I don't think I actually can. Hold up. Let me go to the mob grinder. I have extra cactus down there.
Mid-sentence, he senses that somebody is in the room. He immediately calls out the intruder, and all of a sudden, the sword on B's back starts.
Oh, okay.
Shocked that he got found out because he blended his chopper in with Samihada. But to be honest,
God damn, bruh. That's a lot of cactus, not bad. That's pretty good. That's a nice fucking ROI, dude.
Realistically, Naruto's new Kurama chopper mode gives him elite sensory ability, so that's how he was able to scope him out so easily. Killer Bee's over there surprised that Kisame's even still alive since he thought he popped his cap off. So he starts interrogating him on how he's still alive, but Kisame not trying to answer too many questions because he got intel to deliver, so he slithers on out of there with Samihada. Naruto, with his freshly unlocked abilities, is not about to let him get away that easy, so he teleports to him in the speed of light and punches him right in his back. Yamato and Killer Bee see this and they immediately start.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going until he locks me out, or until I run out of stuff to trade.
Just like his father Minato. But the hype of the moment is quickly destroyed when Kisame brushes that punch off like it was nothing and slithers out the door. Naruto tries to chase.
Okay, I'm satisfied. Thank you, priest. Wait a sec, no, not thank you. Hold up, I need to do something real quick. I need paper now. I do have 7 emeralds, so that's a good place to start if I need to use those for something. Those other farmers will be good for apples. I basically have infinite apple traits now. Let's fucking go.
You don't want this kill for real. The camera then cuts to Guy being peer pressured by these 2 other shinobis to look into this waterfall and confront his true self. Guy originally says no, but Buddy over here activates his instigating badge to get Guy to go to the waterfall. Hey, I understand, Guy, it's okay. If I was a sorry shinobi with no ninjutsu and a cut like that, then I wouldn't want to confront my true self either. Those few words alone was all Guy needed to hear, because he immediately jumps in front of the waterfall. But instead of meeting his true self, he simply pops out the other side looking like a creature from the upside down. Like, I know he's supposed to be a fish boy, but what is that? Kishimoto was cooking something devious with his character design, because something about his face just makes me itch. Guy immediately rushes at him and hits him with a hard kick to the face, sending him flying into some rocks. Guy's IQ is very questionable, because for a second, he really thought that was his true self. But upon further inspection, he comes to the conclusion that it's a pufferfish. The other niggas cussing him out for being so dumb, but I'm honestly not even phased. I'm used to Guy's IQ. You can't expect genius from a nigga with a bowl cut. But don't get it twisted though, because what he lacks up here, he packs down here. But not like that though. I'm talking about his hands. Samihada separates himself from Kisame and ends up running to B. So now they can see that it's Kisame, except they can tell that.
Well, wait a sec. Does it go right there?
The last time I'm gonna comment on his looks, though.
Yeah, it definitely goes right there, I think. I'd have to look at footage. Maybe I should put it up a level, I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and go get that scroll, huh? Yes! We fucking got it. I knew it. The priest is my fucking boy. Fortune. Thank you! Much appreciated. Oh, and sorry for hitting you. I did not mean to do that. I swear to God.
This ninja tries to stop him by throwing these green eyes at him, but Kisame blocks them with his arm, then begins to extract.
Okay, cool, we win. Now we just have to go to the end and go torture Enderman.
And while this one's getting drained, the other one over here just watching. Nigga, throw a shuriken or something, damn. But instead,
should I take more food, actually? I think I might, honestly.
And then dips out the sea. Guy senses
ow.
at all times, so he charges in and hits him with a elite hurricane. But like a ugly dude sliding into a dime's DM, that junk gets rejected. Now that Kisame's chakra is fully recharged, he activates his shark bomb jutsu and bodies Guy with his water shark while attempting to make an escape. The no-name ninja then starts yelling, we gotta stop him.
I'll just leave that there. So, give me a sec, I'm actually gonna use this sword when we go there. Just get that out of the way. Just so I don't have to use my damn axe. Oh yeah, food.
immediately gets serious and opens up the 6th inner gate. Look at him, he's on timing. No talk, all action. That's a taijutsu king right there. Do not play with him. Killer Bee then enlarges his hand and launches Guy through the air. Now Guy up there soaring through the clouds, scoping the scenery out. He's trying his best to locate Kisame, but then he realizes he needs another boost. So what does this man do? He summons Franklin the turtle and says, I need to borrow your back. Then proceeds to Mario jump, sending the turtle crashing into the ground.
Poor turtle. Poor turtle. Wait, how can Guy summon if he doesn't have chakra? Or if he doesn't have hand signs or whatever?
You're telling me these summons just living their life and can randomly be called in the middle of a battle at any time. Franklin even says, I haven't seen you in forever and this is what you called me for? His feelings are hurt. Being called upon just to be used as a trampoline is crazy. I might even put this over the time Sasuke summoned Manda just to protect him from an explosion because this is nasty work. Kisame thinks he's in the clear now, so he summons a shark, regurgitates a scroll full of intel, and gives it to the shark and sends him on his way. But before the shark could even get far, Guy comes crashing down, ready to stop him in his tracks. Kisame not going out easy, so he activates his 1,000 Hungry Shark Jutsu and sends them to Guy. But my man is not phased in the slightest. Guy just standing in front of all of them, trying to scope out which shark got the intel.
I'm glad I built a little shack out here, though. That actually really does help, honestly.
So hard that friction causes fire to come out. Do you know how hard you gotta punch the air to create fireballs? Listen to the grunts this man is making. Guy is really just built different. Some of the sharks get destroyed by Guy's fireball blast, but it's still not enough to get rid of them all. Guy determines that he has to expand the blast radius, so he dives in the water and opens up the 7th gate. Kisame's over there looking at this transformation, and he starts giving Guy his flowers, but he says something that made me raise an eyebrow. A shinobi this skilled in taijutsu is rare, although I have known 2 others. I beg your pardon? 2 other what? Who are you talking about? He's nice. Guy's dad is nice.
I love it. I can just teleport for free now. I don't have to do jack shit. This is why Prot 4 is so busted. With Feather Falling 4, you basically take no fall damage from that at all. Aw, what's the matter? You gonna get mad? Oh.
He knows that when his giant shark is dealing with Guy's Hirodora, all the chakra from that attack will get absorbed. But little does he know that don't worry.
This is embarrassing. Stop it.
Because my Guy's Hirodora is fueled by chakra. It's fueled by the power of it. My Guy's Hirodora ends up completely overtaking Kisame's shark bomb and ultimately wipes all the sharks out of the the Yamato, Killer Bee, Naruto, and the no-name ninja. Seeing the explosion caused by Guy's attack, everyone's
time to go to the kill chambers.
Yamato lets them know that attack calls us. Naruto's hating ass takes a second to digest that name and then
Dear God, dude.
I thought God Sensei wanted to sound like a woman, not some old dork. Naruto, if you're a hating ass, run your parents out. How about that? Where are your parents? The Hirodora turns out to be so strong that they end up feeling the blast rages from there. The blast starts to calm down, and when we see Guy Sensei speeding over Kisame with the scroll in his hand like he just posterized him in that game set. Kisame is still baffled by Guy's Hirodora, asking questions about the jutsu. Guy can tell him that the Hirodora is taijutsu that doesn't use chakra. It's just an ordinary punch. Then he goes on to start explaining impressed or disgusted, but honestly I'm a little bit of both. How hard are you to produce this much sweat? You've only been fighting for damn near 5 minutes. Kisame then starts yapping, trying to delay his impending doom, talking about this is the 3rd time we clashed, and I can't believe you still have moves like this up your sleeve.
You don't need to remember me.
But what makes this part really funny is how Guy just aired the message. He really left that junk unheard. He didn't even bother responding. They just staring at each other, not saying a word. Until Kisame twitches his thumb ever so slightly. But even that little movement was enough for Guy to punch him right in the stomach. After rearranging his guts, Guy hauls him back.
Oh my god, I got one. Holy shit.
With his wood style. The shinobi that got dropped in the beginning then tries to infiltrate the mind of Kisame to get into. But before he can get anything useful, this fishman Kisame bit off his own tongue to will himself awake and prevent him from getting any intel. That boy is a ride or die for real. You see, this is someone you want to do crime with, cause he's gonna stay 10 toes down no matter what. Not me though. Y'all stay safe. I'll stay half a pinky toe down at best. You're telling me I'm supposed to hug a 10-year sentence because of something you did? Yeah, I don't think so. Go ahead and bring me that Wendy's Baconator combo so I can start reading off them names. Even though
I knew I'd get another scroll. It's only a matter of time.
Your strength alone breaks himself out the grips of Yamato's wood and then traps himself in a water prison. Guy tries to punch a hole through it, but he's unable to penetrate the barrier. So Yamato starts to boot up his wood style in an attempt to get him out. But both of their efforts are futile because Kisame has already made up his mind. This man proceeds to summon 3 sharks inside the water prison, then allows them to rip him into shreds, ultimately unaliving himself for good. Now everyone just standing there in disbelief, and eventually they start giving him his flowers. You know how it be after someone passes? Now they're saying all the best things about them. He was such a sweetheart and a joy to be around. He didn't deserve this. What are you talking about? That man punched 3 babies in the dome and has 7 bodies in 6 different states. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. Overall, A-tier fight. Kisame definitely put his...
Why are they not dropping any experience? Oh, it's because I'm using the fire aspect sword. Okay.
Got the W in the end.
I don't really wanna know. Should they tell me her name? I don't really wanna know. I don't wake up go to work. I ain't really wanna go. I be really on my side. He be with me on the low.
Okay, so boom! The scene kicks off with Naruto and Killer Bee sprinting to the battlefield. Using his 9-tailed Chakra Cloak abilities, he can sense that all the allied forces are getting worked right now. So in a true protagonist fashion, he's on his way to save the day. But before they could get any closer, Lady Tsunade and the Raikage jump in front of them to stop them in their tracks. Naruto and Killer Bee are both in shock, but for different reasons. Naruto's confused as to why they're stopping them in the first place, but this man, Killer Bee, is just mesmerized by Tsunade's big bazooka. There's a whole war going on, and this is what he's focused on? And he just like me for real. His brother snaps him out of his trance, and Killer Bee justifies the staring by saying, I promise I meant no offense. It's just that the whole Kage's jumps are... Here he go.
Alright, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. I gotta go to work. We'll finish what we started here a little later. It's gonna de-aggro them, but... Yeah, it's fine. It's gonna de-aggro all the Endermen, but I honestly don't really give a shit. It's fine. I'm not in any danger, so I'm not abusing it for that purpose. Actually, if anything, it actually makes my life a lot harder, because now I'm gonna have to go back and re-corral all of them up now, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.